Parker, you're funny. You know, Kat, all of these things are going to be recorded at the Network Marketing Magazine. We've got confirmations from the top authors in the world, the top network marketers, the top coaches, the top industry experts, the top performing network marketers. So this is going to be week after week, but all of these things are going to be posted to network marketing. The same way the articles are up there, the same way the audios are up there, the same way the podcast is up there, these weekly videos will be up there. So please just know you're not missing anything. And if you aren't taking notes and you're just listening, sometimes it's better to listen with your imagination. If kinesthetically you need to write down, do that if you want to hear, but you'll always be able to play them time and time again. Ted will get these things edited, and they'll all be posted up there. I'll have them posted on my sites, so you'll definitely see them. But I just want everybody to know that don't get into black hat marketing. Don't get into these crazy things. I won't go into this tonight, but we have an internet marketing model that's based on a science. We're going to have a talk show next week on liveonlinemeeting.com. It's Dan Dayett and myself. We're going to have guests every week brought to you by liveonlinemeeting.com. We're going to talk about internet marketing. You'll see these on our social networking sites. But what we're going to go into is the science and psychology of turning visitors into customers. So look forward to that show. They'll be on the same social sites you're seeing here. We'll go into this chart later. This will also be posted at thenetworkmarketingmagazine.com. I'm so excited about this. I'm like a schoolgirl before the prom. Again, you're going to see this on our science and psychology show. But everything on the internet is based on a science. So many people believe it's all about opinion and this and that. How search engines work in column one and how internet tools work and how site ranking works and how aggregators work is a science, and we can help you with that. In the weeks and months to come on these shows, we're going to share with you. We don't want to overwhelm you. Our 101, our basic training is always going to be basic. If you want to look at our Basecamp 101 training, Leaders Online, always look at that. For those of you who are more advanced, we're going to be here week after week. For those of you who have all the answers and think you know it all, this information won't be supportive to you. So, we won't invite you to these meetings because you already have all the answers. We want to help the people that are just getting started, that largely need the information, that are good people. So, again, monetizing your traffic with competitive intelligence and business intelligence and media monitoring and public opinion and business due diligence, the way we do that is with social media. And the way we do that is we get into how circle group influence works. When you invite a person, you invite someone to an event and you bring someone there and they walk in the door and there's 1,000 people there, you turn to them and say, see, I told you. It's the same way with social media and internet marketing. If a person can get that level of confidence that they're not the only lemming in the room that got lured into some crazy deal, this is what's happened so often. So what we need to do is we need to really look at social media as that ability to show circle group influence. And the reason why you want to comment on 10 people's on your upline or downline is when people come to your page, they see that you post things, they see that other people comment. Facebook has advanced the ranking of that information and the circle group of edification. The value, the tribe, circle group, and value circles back up. It just keeps creating a bigger and bigger centrifugal marketing model. Today, social networking is the number one tool for recruiting and network marketing. And I've seen this time and time again. Unfortunately, most of the companies that adopt this are doing it for the wrong reason. I think the bigger companies, the companies today that do over $300 million, there's only 100 companies in network marketing that do over $100 million. There's only 11 companies that do over $1 billion, and they're the slower ones to adopt this. Unfortunately, the really fast-moving companies down below, and you all know the ones I'm talking about, are using social media and social networking to recruit people, but people today are getting so junked up about it. So I say focus on personal branding, focus on testimonials, focus on edification, what you post every day, what you say every day. Be supportive. Don't be cynical. Don't be negative. Don't bring, dark clouds to the beach. Understand sharing information about your team training or growing your network or customer retention or team support or technical support or team communications. That's what it's about. When you share this information with people and they want to get to know you, they say it takes 7 exposures to get someone to be a recruit in your deal. The first time, have them fall in love with you, and the second time, let them go online and see that you're a real person. Live transparent in a social world. That's the name of my new book I'm writing right now, just for the network marketing industry. Live transparent in a social world. Even if you've been in other deals, even if you got a bad name, even if you're reinventing yourself today, live transparent. Come out of the dark shadows. Help people. Make it your mission to help people, and make it your mission to really support people in their journey. Help people determine what takes 3% of their effort to get 100% return, and do it online. Because people see you helping other people. People see you collaborating with people. People see you having fun with people. People see you making money with people. People see you at great events. We're doing a thing up here in Los Angeles, and we're having a particular training at a big place called Glen Ivy Spa for about 1,000 people. We're going to have a day for our team at Glen Ivy Spa. So everybody's going to see us all midweek having fun, sharing information, and then we're going to go all around and have these events. Pick a location and have an event at a park, or have an event at an amusement park, or at a concert or somewhere. So all of a sudden 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 or 100 of your team members are all posting photos from the event, from the weekend, from the barbecue, from the picnic. Do it in your backyard. But you have 20 people posting photos and commenting and having fun. I assure you that people will see that and go, what a neat group of people. I get people doing what I call fish jumping in a boat. I have 23 pages of people asking me, can they join my organization? Of course, my answer is yes. I joined an organization recently. They said the hardest network marketing company in the entire industry. I've had the most fun. In 6 weeks, I'm at the second pen title. In 4 weeks, I became an executive, and in 6 weeks, I became a gold member. I can't imagine where it's going to be in the next year or 2 years or 3 years or 10 years or 20 years. But how fun am I having, helping people, working with people, and I'm doing it online, and people are asking me, can I do that with you? Because if they can see you living transparent, and you're not some fraud, and you're not hanging out behind some dumpster down an alley, and they can see that your mission is helping people, it can help the industry. And when an industry consolidates, it consolidates up, and transparency and convergence is going to be what makes this happen. And so living social, living transparently online is really how it's going to happen. Do one more slide, and then we're going to take some questions. If you could just type your questions in the lower left-hand side, that'd be awesome. So I'm just going to say this in closing. We're only on the 32nd slide, and I don't want to scare anybody. And George will tell you there's 100-some-odd slides, so we got a couple weeks of training just here. You know, if anybody thinks this is supportive information and this kind of thinking process and this philosophy could be supportive, type Y in there. And if you don't think so, type N in there. What I really think is happening is the customer retention model that network marketing is really experiencing is the old world coming to the new world. It's true that anything that works, live events, because leaders are born at events, are never going to go away. Three-way calls are never going to go away. Living room parties are never going to go away. Belly-to-belly marketing is never going to go away. And I wouldn't even suggest to hide behind a monitor and don't go out and do those things. Do those things, but what I say is add a new arrow to your quiver. Network marketers have always been social networkers. Today, social media and social networking allows for better, faster, and cheaper marketing, and it's measurable, available to everybody, whether it's local in your neighborhood, national in your state or city or country, or globally. You can recruit locally, nationally, and globally for free. Does that sound like an advantage? Type in Y if it sounds like an advantage. Type in N if it doesn't sound like an advantage. But to me, what I could do 10 years ago for a client of mine for $10 million, I can do for free today, teach you, and do better than I could have done. If that's an advantage, let's talk about this. Meet us here weekly, live online meetings. Let's take any question. Does anybody have any question? Question about, how to build a fan page, or question about anything you got, throw it at us. We'd love to share with you. If not, we're looking forward to taking questions anytime you want. You can type a question here. Two people are typing in questions. Anytime, we'd love to take questions. Even if you have a challenge, what I'd like to do is be able to handle any of these things, because part of living transparent in a social world is being able to help people. And me as a marketeer, I wake up every day and I look for the 10 things wrong. And I say this because when I was 13 years old, my father told me, he said, the fellas that make the most amount of money are the problem solvers, and the people that make the least amount of money are the employees. And I think what we are as problem solvers, when we're recruiting people, we're helping them through their challenges. When we're recruiting people, we're listening to their problems. When we're recruiting people, we're listening about the things in their life. So what we need to get good at is listening. And social media, even though I've done all the talking tonight, social media, forgive me, is about listening. It's about asking questions. Ted, why don't we take the first question from Wendell, one of my dearest friends in the whole world, and I'm coming there tomorrow. I'm on a plane tomorrow morning.
Well, Wendell's saying, how do you promote a fan page or Facebook page and direct traffic to your blog or your web page?
You know, that's a great question. I'm going to address that next week. One of the great things about that, there are a number of succinct ways to do that, but I'm going to first of all talk about the organic way. And Wendell, you and I personally know tens of thousands of people, and we know hundreds and hundreds of people in our own organizations. So let me just say this. Let's say there are 5 of us. There's Bill Ganz, Josh Ryan, Ed Tatum, George Madu, Ted Henry, and what we're going to do is we're going to post something up on our Facebook page. We got a new fan page. Well, I got 5,000 people on my Facebook page. Josh has got 5,000. Ed's got 5,000. George has got 5,000. Ten's got 5,000. So if there's only 5 people that we're talking about, I'm going to show you how powerful the numbers are to promote a fan page. If we're all a group and the fan page is our group page, if we all posted this on our fan page and on our personal pages, we'd see 25,000 people in frequency. But here's a bigger number. The 25,000 people we'd see on our 5 Facebook pages, on our personal 5 Facebook pages, it would also be on the wall of those 25,000 people. So what's the number of 5 people times 25,000 people times it being on 25,000 people's wall? I don't know what that number is because exponentially you'd have to know how many people each one of those 25,000 have. But being in the media business, buying television, the direct response industry, and the infomercial industry, it is a far larger reach. I will guarantee you it's over 100 million people in frequency. Does anyone see that power? Type in yes if you see the power, that the frequency that 5 people could touch over 100 million people for free. I don't know where else you could do that. You couldn't buy airtime today. You couldn't buy local cable response. You couldn't buy direct response. You couldn't buy. A guy told me today, he goes, it's a law firm in Newport Beach that we're going to start handling all their online internet marketing, social media marketing. He says we spend $20,000 to $40,000 a month on mailing out postcards. Well, I got my mail yesterday, which was rare because I have somebody that gets my mail, but I happened to go down and get because I was looking for a new gun part. I went down there. I sorted through all the bills. I put them on the counter. I threw away all the junk mail.